everybody. I hope you are having an amazing day so far. Today we are talking about stay-at-home moms. We are Bali Moms on the Go. I'm Robin and this is Sonia.
Hello.
And we're excited about today's topic.
Yes.
I mean, I probably say that every time, but we are.
Yes, we are. Oops. So stay-at-home moms, yeah. I think there's so many profiles of stay-at-home moms, whether you have one child, two child, three children. Sorry, it's not English. My English is not coming out. Okay. One child, two children, three children, four children and more. And then depending if some are at school or you have some at home, and then you can manage your time differently, and then you're doing your best, right?
Yeah, we're all doing our best. And I think that the reason that we wanted to talk about it, or part of the reason, is because sometimes when we're talking to stay-at-home moms, they're often telling us that they feel judged about the choice that they've made to be a stay-at-home mom. Mm-hmm. And so we wanted to sort of just bunk that and say that it's a choice that you made, and we know, and the people that love you the most know that it was the best choice for you, because that's the choice you made.
Yes, totally.
Right? Yeah.
You have so many options. Like sometimes you make choices to stay at home because you want to spend more time and you feel like you need more time with your children.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just because you don't find jobs and it's tricky, or like there's so many ways that you decided to be stay at home, and it's okay. Like you have to really believe in your choice.
Yeah, totally. And like you said, lots of reasons for being a stay-at-home mom. And then those that choose to be a stay-at-home mom also do it in lots of different ways.
Yes. Totally.
So even when we have sort of like these categories that we tend to place ourselves in or place each other in, we have to remember that even when you're in a category, you're still doing it totally different than somebody else, because you're an individual and you're different than everybody else. And that's why human beings are so cool, because we're different, right?
Yes.
So some stay-at-home moms are super active and get outside and do lots of stuff there. Yeah.
Some enjoy to be at home and then do a bunch of tons of activity with their children,
Crafts.
And they love it. And some are like just lost because it's just like tricky to like manage their usually like new roles as a mom, and then try to figure everything out and then try to make it work.
Yeah.
So
you know, I'll share with you, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and she was a single mother. So there was three of us and her, and you know, as a child, that's all I knew. But as an adult, when I look back now and I think about what my mom was going through then, I can see now how depressed she was, because in her case, she was a little lost. She was a single mom. She didn't know, you know, sort of how to handle just even her day-to-day, how to get a job, how to do any of those things. So she spent a lot of time sleeping, and you know, so we know that you guys are out there too, and we want to tell you moms that if you're feeling lost, or if you're feeling like there's some issues like that you need to reach out and get some help, you know, and talking to your doctor about it, or starting an exercise routine. You know, there's various levels of what that could look like, but instead of just going through the day-to-day sameness, maybe reach out and see if there's something out there that could make that part better for you, so that as a stay-at-home mom, you don't feel lost. Yeah.
And I think part of it is like join a community. Like you have to be around other moms who also have children and kind of have maybe similar journeys.
Yeah.
So then you can share your story when you feel lost, and they can understand. They can have an ear to listen.
That's great. So often we feel like we're the only ones.
Yeah. But no, like I remember when I was stay at home. So I got my first child, and then I got just 3 months off, and then I went back to work. But we were in Africa. But then we moved when he was 9 months old, and we moved to Europe again. Then I was stay at home. So from 9 months old to when we arrived here, so until he's almost 3 years old, I was stay at home. And then going to another country was like, okay, I need to reach out, because I don't want to like be alone and do things and figure it out. So I joined communities of moms, and it was really helpful to see other moms, what they were doing, and sharing tips and sharing tears and sharing.
And there's lots of mom communities, or there's like, if church is something that's interesting for you, then that's some place that you could go for community. But here's the thing. when you're depressed or you're anxious, you know, and I want to really just clarify, because a lot of times people really settle into that and it becomes part of their being, but it is just an illness, right? So sometimes it feels like you could never reach out, like you could never get off that couch, like you could never do anything, like you feel so stuck. But that first step is the hardest step. So we're just saying, take that first step, you know, and then for those of you who aren't in that position, you know, own the type of stay-at-home mom that you're choosing to be, because maybe you're super outdoor active and you think, gosh, I wish I was a crafter, or maybe you're a crafter and you're like, oh, I wish I could be active. You know, like we always sort of want the things that we don't have, but we're super great at the things that we're super great at. And then we can dip our toe in those other things, but in the end, we all have something that we're really, really good at. Let's focus on that.
Yeah. And we know that even if you're lost in your journey as stay-at-home mom, because you just like don't manage the craziness in the house, maybe, and it can happen. And I know, like, it happens to me, and it happens to so many moms. Like sometimes you're just like, I don't know how to figure it out. Like the kids, the house is messy. Like sometimes people expect that stay at home is like, okay, you're gonna work at the home and the home's gonna be like super mega clean. No, what? Like some manage, and then you rock, and then that's awesome.
But that's their strength.
Yes, right. And some manage are always being out with the kids or doing something with the kids and doing like so many things that the kids are thriving, and you rock. And because they're, again, you are strong in this area, then you rock. And then some are just lost because like everything, they can't find themselves time for self-care. So they feel like drained, their energy is drained, and they can't manage. So they feel like, why did I choose to be like stay at home? So we understand.
Yeah. And I think no matter what choices you make, you always sort of have moments of doubt. You always are sitting there going, oh, did I do the right thing?
Yeah, should I go back to work?
And maybe you did and maybe you didn't. But when you're thinking about it, try not to think of it sort of as we all have this sort of like inner toddler inside of ourselves. And so when we have that self-doubt, we kind of go, oh, you know, like, you know, like we have this little pouting moment, but that's not progressive or helpful or going to get you anywhere. So if you need that moment, I mean, take a moment, but literally a moment, you know, and then be like action-oriented, solution-based, and just maybe make a list of pros and cons.
Get your phone and call a friend because you can't manage.
I mean, if you're unsure, because what you might find is that the choice that you made is exactly the right thing. Yeah. And that moment of doubt was just a blip.
Yeah, just a trigger with maybe too many social media with ideally picture of stay at home who like seems to master so many things, and you feel like, oh, I'm so bad. So no.
And if you're not the person who has the perfect house, I do not. There's a story that a mom told me when I was pregnant the first time, this lady that I worked with, and she was that mom. So she was the mom whose house was immaculate all of the time. But she sometimes got to the point where she chose that over parenting. And so she missed some things that really were important. Like she missed some of her daughter's shows and things like that were super important to her because people were going to come over after. So she had to clean the house, you know? So when I was pregnant, she told me, she was like, who cares about your house? You know, spend time with those kidlets. And like that message was really important for me when I was pregnant.
You build memories with your kids.
Yeah. And so my house isn't clean. I don't care.
Yeah, like
you guys can come over and everything. It doesn't matter. It just will be messy.
Yeah, you just like share experience and then
just get over
the connections.
Yeah.
So there's so many profiles of moms. Yeah. And then the one that you choose is awesome. So you rock at it. So you have to embrace it. Yeah. And don't feel like compare and judge with other like.
Yeah, stop comparing. Oh, we talk about this all the time, right? Like we talk about it all the time because as we talk about it, we hear more and more stories from moms about the comparing that they're doing with other moms.
And because we're exposed to that, we can see like if you look around on the magazine, social media, everywhere, you can see like all this advice of moms and ideal pictures like, oh, I'm not doing that, but I'm not doing that. And then you feel like, what? I'm not doing the things. But believe you're enough as a stay-at-home and you rock at it.
Yeah. So our insights today.
So our 3 body moms insights.
Yeah.
So the first one is believe and own that what you've chosen is awesome and perfect for yourself.
It's perfect. Yeah. And then my message, and I think that this one always ends up being my message. What other people think of you doesn't matter. Okay. So it's none of your business what they are thinking about you. The only person that you need to worry about how they think about you is you.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the second one is like, you're killing it at being this
yes,
awesome.
You're killing it.
Stay at home. So
get it,
continue.
moms.
And then again, like, go build your community, share, like reach out if you need, but you're doing awesome.
Keep being amazing.
Yes.
Because we know you are. Yeah, you're doing the best. We love you.
So subscribe, share, like everything.
Comment.
Yes, comment and then share, like, how is your stay-at-home journey is going.
Yeah, tell us about you stay-at-home moms. We want to hear everything. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.